Biceps and triceps. Ooh, this one today, boy. Yeah, it ain't gonna be that easy today. Triceps over here.
Welcome to Love, Sex, and Marriage.
Yes, my BYD Twain. We gotta tag my BYD Twain. Yes.
And today we're talking about love or money.
Biceps, triceps.
Okay.
Yeah, so today, the purpose of our videos, every day we come to you, we're going to do our work because evil is no match for good, but good
Right.
has to be active.
Right.
Like this chest is active, and these biceps are active.
Okay. All right.
Purpose of these videos, though, are to encourage people to like marriage enough to get married and then stay married if you're
Yes.
already married.
Correct.
Sharon and I, have a very pragmatic approach to marriage. We keep it 1 trillion. This is not church. We say dick, pussy, cock, and balls because this ain't church. Because we just want people to understand, like, you don't have to go to church to be married. However, you do need God if you want your relationship to last. So
Correct.
we ain't repudiating that, but this ain't that anyway.
We
So-
want to bring a different perspective because
When you go to church,
always
they
get
don't
church.
talk about pussy, dick, cock, and balls,
Right.
and that's
you
the
have
one thing
that
I want to know about.
perspective as far as to church, but when you're married and you go home, you be like, okay, now it's time to go in the bedroom at night. What I'm supposed to do now? So we want to bring a different perspective. We want to bring a different perspective so that we can fulfill that fantasy or whatever you need that you're not getting.
Right.
Right.
So today, Sharon and I, we believe, and you gotta get this money. You could be all in love you want, but if you don't got no money, love ain't gonna last that well. So we watched a video, and this billionaire was teaching the class. You want to tell the story?
You go on.
Billionaire was teaching the class, and one of his students stood up and asked, what should he do? He said, my fiance, which means this is somebody that he purchased a ring for.
Right. And they're in the process of getting married.
They're in the process of like picking out dresses and stuff.
Yes.
My fiance said that she's going to leave me because I'm spending all of my time, as an engineer. He developed some sort of program
An app or something.
that was making like
It was a big time app.
that was making like $5 million.
Right.
It was like a big time app. It was helping hedge fund owners like consolidate some of the stuff that they were doing, so that it would make their lives easier.
Right.
And they were paying, but of course, they're paying for his time, so he has no time. So the fiance was like, "We're gonna have to get you have to choose between me or him." So the billionaire said, "Which one can you replace?" I said, "Oh my goodness."
And that's why you don't get your advice from everyone.
Right.
Now, he's good as far as helping you make some money. He can tell you all day how
Right.
to do that, but he's not about to give me marital advice.
He said, which one can you replace? He said the classroom erupted when he said that. Because he felt like you can always go get another girl, but here's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you don't know when you'll have this again.
Is he single?
Well, he probably out there buying pussy, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he feel like...
I don't get my marital advice or relationship advice from somebody who's not married.
We read a book actually called The Richest Man in Babylon, and in there he's letting you know specifically when you want advice about a specific thing, you want to go to who has that advice. So if I
Right.
was making bricks, I don't want to go to the jeweler to figure out how to make bricks.
Right.
I want to go to the brick maker.
Who does that?
If I,
people
need
do.
legal advice, I don't want to go to the jeweler. I want to go
Right.
to the lawyer.
Not just anybody, a good one.
Right. So I want relationship advice. I'm not going
Right.
to go to the Scrooge billionaire. I'm going to go to the Dr. Phil's of the world, to kind of figure out what can I do. But I was astonished. He said it without hesitation. I said, so love plays no part. Because when you go, you can't. You can't take that with you.
You can't take that money with you. And when you on your deathbed, like a good person once said, play out your life and play your life out till you're at your very last deathbed. Play it out in your head. And what do you think about when you're dying?
Right.
you're playing this out in your head. And what I think about when I'm dying is I want to leave a legacy on this earth,
Right.
and I want to enjoy time with my family.
I left $5 million. But if I left it, that means I didn't get to spend it.
Right.
Are you out of your mind? No. It's hard to like blow me.
Or
I was
who-
blown.
Like to come down here on this earth as a human, to have the opportunity to do that, and you don't enjoy love. Like,
Right.
what do you think your purpose is on this earth? Money is just so you can survive,
Right.
but your purpose is a lot greater than money.
When he said it, I thought, what does it gain a man, or what does it profit a man really, to gain the entire world
Right.
and to lose the one person that would have loved your real soul?
Yeah, it's crazy because, people be like, oh, money could buy you anything. Money could buy you love. Money cannot buy you love.
Now, we did start this off because some people will go to the extremes. There are two extremes.
Right.
We're talking about that far extreme where love is even tantamount and even paramount or money rather is tantamount or paramount to love. That's an extreme to me. And then there's an extreme where they feel like, well, love, I'm in love, but you poor.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
right, you need a balance.
Now preachers don't even say for richer or poor. They say for richer or for richer, for richer or for richer. Because if you
Right.
poor, typically that means that you're either in a circumstance where you have to be, or you just don't have the right information to pull yourself out of that circumstance, or you're hanging around people who are poor, and because they're poor, everybody's sharing the same poverty sick mentality.
Right.
And because of that, nobody is actually pulling themselves up out of their poverty. Now, Sharon and I moved to our city right now. We only brought our state-issued IDs. We brought our social security cards and our bodies. That was it.
Right.
And you got to have some hustle. Like, if you ain't hustling, then what can you do? Like, you got to hustle. Now we
Right.
got to get jobs. But up here, the opportunity is much greater.
Right.
So it's like, if you lose a job, it's not the end of the world because you can go get one tomorrow. Like, it's one of those situations.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, poverty is a mental sickness. You know what I mean? So I understand what he was saying. You know what I mean? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But David knows that I would rather settle for the picket fence and not being rich and not having that circle and having Sharon
Right.
and all of your love.
And it's hard to find love. I don't know why you feel like, oh, you could just get another girl. Oh, you could get another
can.
girl, but you
Right.
can't get someone to love you.
Right.
True love is hard to find.
Right.
Like, just to have somebody there in your bed, I mean, if that floats your boat, fine, but that's not sufficient for me.
Right.
I don't want to just have somebody there in my bed. I want to have somebody there that I know truly loves me.
Loves
At the
you.
end of the day, they got my back.
Right.
Like, if something happens, I'm not going to depend on them. I know they're not going to run out and leave me. What happens if he loses all his money?
Right.
Like,
That Beauty and the Beast.
right,
love.
right. Will she be gone?
Right.
Because she just came for your money.
Right. She said, "Who are you associated with?" Right.
Right.
Yeah. It depends on whether or not you have money in your account. I know some people. If you show me your friends, I mean your legit friends.
Right.
I can guess your bank balance within a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
You're a legit friend. I can guess your bank balance because your one friend might have connect to their job. It's just you being their friend can get you put on.
Right.
And then you might have one friend who got all the weed that you can handle. And if you smoking all the weed up with him, that's making you lazier. You feel me? Like, I can guess your bank balance. Like, you feel me? So it's not a negative thing. It's just something that I do. But alongside of our story, though, I read a story today when you talk about love. There was a man who was married. He had 2 children. And when he was married and with 2 children, he started neglecting his wife. You feel me? He felt like, every time I come home from work, you nagging. You got to start chilling out. Yeah, but every day, she was like a leaky faucet in his mind. So he went to turn to Facebook.
Right.
And started talking to a young lady, that he met on Facebook. And just was, chopping it up with her, which was, in his book, harmless. Long story short, leaves his wife for the girl, right? And then he felt like, the grass is greener on the other side. He said they was having amazing sex, and it was such a juxtaposition from what he was used to that it was amazing. But he was like, this cycle continued. I ended up getting tired of her too. And so, in the course of me being in a relationship with her, he actually ended up the wife ended up, because she was a wife, she ended up getting married again to somebody else. And so he ended up, divorcing. Or he did not get married to the young lady, the new young lady. He just was,
Sound like he's the problem.
But he ended up living with her. You feel me? He ended up living with her, and they was like,
Right.
together or whatever. But what ended up happening was like that after they broke up, he looked at his wife and realized like,
I should have stayed where I was at.
I should have paid more attention.
Right.
I should have paid more attention to you because you were really like lashing out and letting me know that you were having issues, and I just legitimately didn't pay any attention to that. And
Or
because
you're
I
just being
didn't
selfish.
pay any attention to that, and that the time that I was right, because some people aren't mature enough to
Right.
love. He
Right.
said she waited years before she got remarried. He said now he lives alone. I was like, this is basically the $5 million question.
Right.
You can't replace her.
No.
So I guess the billionaire was asking him to look inside of himself to answer the question. Which one can be replaced?
Right.
He said, I didn't answer for him. He said, which one can be replaced? So if the woman is legitimately irreplaceable, then you have to get some help with the business. You got to teach somebody
Right.
else, get some help, and
Figure it out.
realize this is a...
Or bring her with you.
Teach her.
Right.
You can teach her.
Right. I mean, I could figure that out for you.
Right.
That ain't hard to figure out.
All right. But it's easier said than done, too.
I think people make things bigger than what it actually is.
It's definitely
I feel
easier. Oh, we love you too, ID Twine. Thank you for showing all this love. We love you,
Thank
ID
you.
Twine. Real love. I'm searching. Real love. Hey, hey. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart free. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. It's like you should be knowing all the jams, But we did get some new shirts. I want to show you mine. Mine says available, green. And then it says not sure, yellow. But then taken is in red. So let me show you mine. And Sharon got a new one too. These are also on the website. It says eat, drink, and be married. Then it has our site down there. So I've been working out all day, so I haven't had... I'm searching for a real love. B, A. All right, because you're shaking the cat. Okay. So the purpose of these videos will always be to help people, like marriage enough to get married and stay married. So we want you to, to appreciate love how we appreciate it.
Right.
And of course, we put these on YouTube as well. So we want to make sure that they're at least 15 minutes under. Yesterday we went a little bit over. So what we want to say is you can get married and you can stay married, but it is impossible to have a great marriage without Jesus. So we don't want to hide that.
Correct.
And that's just the truth. So until next time.
Well, so we want you to love our videos.
Love. Thank you for always sharing, because you could be doing anything else, Bill.
Yeah, we get lots of people that's sharing, and we appreciate you, because we cannot do this without you, and without you guys sharing the videos. That helps us, and it helps get our message out. So we greatly appreciate that.
Right. We're not just trying to get big for big's sake. We're trying to get the message of marriage to the people who don't understand it.
Correct.
Yeah. So we're going to get big anyway. And we just want to thank you for helping. Legitimately. Legit. I hope you can feel my heart. Yes. So until next time, you want to blow the kiss this time or no?
No, I don't do that.
Love
I love you all, though.